Unstoppable friendship and kindness is coming your way. Where do you think the crypto market is heading from here, friends? I know we're all ultimately bullish, and we hope that we have some sort of extended cycle because really global liquidity is ticking up. I've made for you many macro charts and videos, but as always, everybody is torn, right? Not that type of torn between two sides. There's always bulls and the bears. Now, of course, it really is just as simple as, is line going to go up or is line going to go down? Which one's it going to be? At the Token 2049 conference, there's an interview, I think Randy Boo, he made a couple of videos. This is Randy Boo, shout out to Randy Boo from the Crypto Banter channel. He went and interviewed a couple of like the Titan greats in cryptocurrency. Arthur Hayes, billionaire founder of BitMEX, he said he is max bullish. You had another dude, I forgot what his name is. Maybe his name was Joe something. He's a Solana maxi. He's also max bullish. And then there's another guy who's also max bullish. So, Crypto Banter, Randy Boo, he basically says, you know, interesting, those three guys all said max bullish. I remember listening to all their interviews. And now I guess they're talking about, you know, interest rates, global liquidity, yada, yada, Bitcoin and everything. And just the whole industry as a whole. But then you have, of course, this is bears. You have Ben Copen on the other side who thinks that's pretty much game over. So we just listen to Randy Boo.
Okay, it's a massive week for Bitcoin. It's really decision time now. Either we're going to play out the Ben Cowen thesis and then start dropping and maybe even sweep the lows, or we've got to get past this point. Not only on Bitcoin, it's actually on the S&P 500. We really are at a massive decision time, right? Okay,
so it's funny, friends. We're always at a decision point, aren't we? But you know what I mean. Like it's pretty hard to battle everything. That's why you deserve some Pumpy G music and a lollipop. It's always 50-50, isn't it? Can go up, can go down. Okay, so there's always the bear case, always the bull case. Ben Copen believes crypto will crash down lower, sweep the low 65K, and everyone go, you're all going home. All of you will go home. I am looking at OTHERS-btc still. Now, this is gonna lead me into our next part, man. It's a bit vicious, just what's happened. We are now ticking on the 6th red month in a row. OTHERS-btc. This is, and it's not even like qualitative. This is not even subject, not up for open guessing. This is the worst, longest altcoin bear market in history. This is the longest period that's ever taken anything to go up. It's the worst repetitions. Now, if you go and look at these red candles, you go, oh, but weren't there like bad stuff here? Yeah, but Habibi Albi, altcoins ran up 300x first. I'm not making it up. Literally ran up 300x. Others ran literally 300x. I know some of you acting a bit non-family friendly, and I can actually show you that chart right here on my macro others chart. Remember, this is just others by itself. Check it out. What did it do in 2017, friends? Thank you very much. That is 300x. So you remove the last two digits here. See that 316? Yeah, 316x. If you want to see what we did in the 2021 bull market, we ran up about 9 to 10x. Okay, so we've just actually gone down. Look at the green box here. We've literally just dropped 50, 60%. Man, that sucks. So that's why we had those repetitive red monthly candles in the past, which I've shown you. That happened before. But yeah, they were like, you know, they're justified. Hey, you ran up like a lot first. This is not justified whatsoever. Look at this horrific part out here. This is like really sad. What's it going to take? Well, you might guess, you know, more Trump policies, major loser, Jerome Powell stops being scum and he cuts rates to a more reasonable level. They do a bit of background QE. It is what it is, friends. Just the business cycle. You know, whatever it's going to take, it is whatever it's going to take. We don't know. I guess it just needs more time. I mentioned to you many times as well, the business ISM, remember, it's a reflection of crypto and macro and all the prices together, right? So as this thing goes up, we hope it does soon, it will be basically just matching crypto's prices. So it's not like you don't see the business ISM tick up first and then crypto goes up. It's the other way around. It's prices are the forward leading indicator, right? So Bitcoin and will lead up, and then pretty much the business ISM will be going up. But yeah, it is just horrific, right? 6 painful red months in a row. And look, friends, I know it doesn't sound nice, but this is true. Okay, if like think about this, right? If you were on, if I go back to that chart. Right, you know how Trump had the green monthly candle here? If we were on the 7th green month in a row, so instead of going down 6 in a row, we went up 6 in a row. Imagine that. if we were on the 7th green in a row, I would be saying warning, 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 ultimate euphoria. I'm not even going to tell you what, but just take something off the table, bro. Okay, 7 green months in a row right now, and the month's not over, but be ultra careful. We have euphoria here. You have the weakest of weak hands. Now, I'm not saying it's over forever, because when Bitcoin, when OTHERS-btc altcoins did 6 green in a row here, or 5 green in a row here, it wasn't over for the whole cycle, but you know, this one almost was. But it's very, very, very dangerous, yeah, to be holding stuff. Okay, so basically, if we had 7 green in a row by this point, you'd be like, ultimate warning. Okay, what about if we had 7 red in a row? If 7 green in a row is like, oh my gosh, sell everything, or sell, be careful, be careful, be careful. Okay, if 7 green means be careful, what would 7 red mean? 7 red means we're about to have a Gameboy session and pDAI, and we're going to have a lot of fun. That's what it means. Now, it doesn't look like it, but that's what the charts say, bro. Like, if going up means be careful, what does going down mean? Going down means, damn, you should be like all in, right? So if you have any spare cash DCA, you should be DCA buying right now. Most people are already in because it's the longest bear market ever. Because if you missed it and we had the shortest bear market ever and we're already up 5x from today, then you would have actually flunked the cycle. But that's the risk we take, right? So your risk of, the risk of you being early, yeah, you forego that. You forego that chance of DCA buy later. But like in another universe, friends, and trust me, there will be a cycle. Altcoins are going to run early. There will be one. It might even be next cycle. Altcoins are going to run early, leave everybody sidelined. But we don't really care about that because that's going to be 2029, etc. Speaking of how far we think we're going to run, this is the Bitcoin quantile model chart. And it basically... they just look at these different standard deviations. Mr. Plan C, not Plan Bitch. There's another gentleman out here called the real Plan C. He's made these quant models out here. You know, there's him, there's the Power Law dude, and they all throw their own stuff out here. But Bitcoin in the red band. So firstly, you can see the very obvious diminished gains that's been happening. Very, very, very obvious and clear. Now, of course, it doesn't mean it happens forever, but like, you know, you just be careful. If we're up here, do you really want to bet that it's going to break? What if you're wrong? Then you got to wait another 4 years, you know? The red line, though, if Bitcoin goes and hits this red line, the price is about 210 to 260K. All right? It's about that. So it's funny, man. Everyone expects about a 250K BTC. That'd be lovely. Hopefully Ethereum does an upside surprise. I'm hoping we get towards 300 to 400K, but we don't know, okay? So we'll see how that plays out, right? And then we'll worry about getting to the blue zone after we get that euphoria stuff out here. But also, that 210 to 260K, that's if we hit it in November, right? Because over time, the thing is growing. So if this is an extended cycle and we're running into, let's say it peaks June next year, this number has been pushed up. Maybe it's more like 240 to 300K. So yeah, the longer the base, friends, the higher the pump into space. I wanted to show you this as well. Let's crank it up a bit. Now, my favorite uncle, Uncle Bobby, is still bearish. Still a good gap between market pricing and recession probability, especially after the recent bounce back. 2022 recession scares didn't pan out, but have to think this environment is far more volatile. Staying defensive in stock allocations for now. So that's translation. He's bearish. Okay, he's bearish. He's still bearish. He still thinks there's real recession fears. So it's pretty much him and Copen, I guess, believe, you know, there could always be another rollover, scare everyone down. And what does defensive means? It means exactly what you think. It means holding gold. I think he's sold a lot of his stocks. I don't know how much. You know, maybe if you're part of his private group or whatever, you know the percentage allocation. But I'm guessing when they talk about this stuff, the risks they probably assume that are prevalent are ones that could like send it into a recession fear and then we're down here. And then maybe he gets to like reallocate out there. But, you know, just to show you something, friends, it's a bit hard when it comes to these, friends. Let me show you, even in GFC, look at that. You see that? Like, see, everybody thinks it's over, but I know this was a double bottom as well. See, everyone thinks like, oh, wow, it's just like a normal stock cycle. See that? It's a normal stock cycle. So I'm just going to gently, in a very family-friendly way, move it over to the right. See, like, okay, cool. Yeah, economy's growing, everything's all right, See that? By the way, up here you have the tech bubble, internet bubble. You're like, cool, a lot of technology out here. But yes, look what happens next. Oh, look at that, bang. Okay, now here's the thing. You're still looking at this. You're like, oh, it's higher lows. You know, because you had it here. You're like, remember, higher low here, double bottom, higher low, double bottom, higher low. See that? So you're like looking at it. You're like, okay, higher low. That's okay. And then look at that. Oh, wow. Strong bounce. Let's continue down. It breaks the low, recovers. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. You see? So this is the bottom of the tech burst, right? So it's tough, right? Because like, even if, imagine we're here. We could be actually here, friends. I'm not joking, right? We could literally be here where we are in the stonks, where we're here. And everyone's like, oh, there's recession fears. But market being the market runs up another freaking 44% before it collapses and rolls over. You know, I'm not saying it's going to do that. I'm just saying, like, imagine S&P 500 did run up another 44%, you know, before it rolled over. Like, it ran up to 7,200, right? I'm not saying these things happen, but just showing you how difficult it is. Because if it does happen and we move up, everyone's like saying, hey, see all those recession people? They were wrong. But actually what might happen is we come back and we fill this wick. Right? You know? So I'm just showing you how in the past, you can just never be too sure, can you? And that's why even like Uncle Bobby's saying, hey man, I'm fearing this recession. Yeah, on like a 14-year time frame, if you're like at the very last 1 to 2 years, it doesn't look far, does it? But we're like zooming in, we're like, man, because the stock market keeps going up those extra few years. And when it comes back, it can mean a world of difference, especially the pain of sitting on the sidelines as well. So Uncle Bobby's staying defensive. Personally, when I see all these depression stuff, man, I know, friends, altcoins just look like pieces of poop. I'm not getting out, man. You can do whatever you want. I'm not getting out. I see depression, I've got to be long. That's it. I'm waiting for euphoria. I don't even see skepticism in altcoins. I literally just see depression. You know? I made a video for you earlier as well. Shout out to Mr. Dirty Crypto. So Richard Hart, PulseChain founder, is rumored to have been working on a wallet, but has given no hints on its competitive features. The PulseChain community has discovered that the Railway wallet is similar to the PulseChain dashboard UI. So Railway wallet is privacy feature wallet. You can do private swaps in the wallet, and it accesses private DeFi, uses ZK technology. So that would be a great competitive advantage for PulseChain. Remember as well, PulseChain fans on PulseX, they're testing privacy pools. They've taken, I think, from, you know, Ethereum, maybe Curve or something. They're testing the stablecoin pools, the privacy pools. I forgot exactly where it came from. I honestly don't even know how it works, what they do. They just have a privacy pool, and then you can get in and just do something. But I think they're probably just testing different solutions. I think it's really, really cool. Once again, here's Richard Hart dancing away.
Step by step when you're moving in. When you come to the club and you're tuning in. Hold tight to your man, because I'm moving in. 4x4.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So it would be, like I mentioned, very advantageous for the whole PulseChain community, because you have unique edge now. You know, you have, oh, we believe in freedom of speech, freedom of movement, right? The right to privacy. See, other people say that, but they don't really practice it and their products don't reveal that. Like if you go ask MetaMask, hey, do you believe in privacy? They go, yeah, we do, yeah. Okay, why are you selling and giving everyone's information to JP Mosquito? Why are you collecting everybody's IP data and giving it to Goblin Slugs? Why are you doing that? You believe in privacy? Sounds like you don't believe in privacy, bro. Sounds like you want to put your nose up my butthole while I'm taking a shit in the bathroom and leaving the door open. That's exactly what daddy government wants to do, isn't it? That's exactly what they're doing, by the way. I'm not exaggerating, friends. No metaphors here. They collect IPs. They send it around. Okay, good. You want to do that and charge everybody God tier high extortion swap fee rates for the wallet? Okay, sweet. Someone's going to come and take your lunch. And guess what? We have a loud megaphone. We're going to yell about it. Like, it's funny part. They don't even care, friends. That's the sad part. That's the worst part. They don't even care. They don't even care. So I hope that we do get a lot of these things out here. Remember, a secret. The PumpTires developer wallet was funded by RailGUN transactions. So RailGUN is a privacy application, and then the Rail wallet uses it in the swap feature. So that's very interesting. It's open source. So like I said, maybe this guy, see friends, I don't speak to Richard because I don't speak duck. Okay, I don't hang around that pond. Quack, quack. Okay, quack. I do not speak duck, quack, quack, but maybe the people hanging around there, they're really used to that type of terminology from him. Remember the PulseChain developer, Brett, as well. One of them, shout out to Brett. He's very big on, you know, privacy and free speech and just what crypto enables, freeing mankind. They're very Satoshi-esque words. It is very cypherpunk. It's beautiful. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a Somi video without some conspiracy, huh? So shout out to my friend, Mr. Files Dirty. It's a beautiful, beautiful picture. So I'd love for you to see all of it, friends. This is a really, really cool video. pDAI code $1. This is the extractor meme that Richard Hart posted. He's connecting pDAI. It's the path to the peg. Now, look, it's not a debate if Richard's doing the riddles and the puzzles. It's not a debate, okay? 100% he is. There is a debate, though, is he just messing with people or is he actually throwing hints, okay? It's always bullish and bearish case, yeah? Bearish people will say he's obviously just talking to you conspiracy nutters when he's doing this because only you guys look at it and no one else gets harmed, yeah? That's one. And then the bulls say, no, it's hinting that it's something worth paying attention to, right? So the jury is not out yet, right? There's also, in this message, friends, there are 9 eyes. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you go down to the bottom right, there's Richard Hart. You zoom in, that's the 9th eye. So if you go forward, see, it says 9 eyes, 9 iron capital. Now, does that mean Richard Hart is 9 iron? Maybe. 9 iron, very mystical figure. Also, 9 iron has been doubting a lot of the story lately. Okay, was he the final boss? He's been doubting everything, scratching heads like everyone else. Everybody's been out in the dark. Unless if you zoom into the pixelated part here, zoom in heaps, right? I did not know on the right-hand side there's a 9. There's a 9 there? That's crazy. As well, 9 iron capital. As well, this is the hill of Jesus' resurrection. 3 crucifix. Here's the 3 dots of the, yes, probably of like Orion's belt. 414 as well. This is really weird, right? This one is 1V, 1, and then V, 1V as well. That's 414. That's Roman numerals, 414. So the 3 kings, and then you have resurrection out here. So yeah, this is a really, really cool video. I just love to play it, just that YouTube deletes it because it has the cute James Bond music. But yeah, shout out to my friend Mr. Files Dirty for that out here. Shout out to my friend Mr. Reptile Hybrid as well. The pDAI conspiracy. Here is Mr. 99 Capital. It is inevitable. pDAI to $1. So I think we're all having fun here. It's great out here. Some people have been losing their minds, which is understandable, man. You know, SEC, Interpol, PulseChain stuff out here. I think it's going great so far. Let me know what you think, man. Do you think we're going up or down? Yeah, man. 6 red monthly candles, though. Can we finish green, man? It's been a long, long freaking 4 years. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you in the next one.